east of Cordoba, a battle took place which immortalized the name of this small village, Las Navas de Tolosa. Al-Muwahhid forces were heavily defeated by the United Christian armies.
هذه الهزيمة لم تكن هزيمة كارثة بالنسبة للمسلمين في الأندلس، ولكنها كانت كذلك كارثة حتى بالنسبة للدولة المغربية. وعندما نتحدث اليوم كباحثين في التاريخ عن أسباب انهيار الدولة الموحدية، من الأسباب الرئيسية التي ندرجها في هذا الإطار هي هزيمة الأندلس أو هزيمة الموحدين في معركة العقاب بالأندلس.
Christian forces continued to press southwards, and by the late 13th century, the Muslim presence in Spain was reduced to the tiny Nasrid kingdom of Granada.
كانت غرناطة هي ملاذ كل الفارين من الأندلس من يهود ومسلمين. هذه المدينة يعني بقاؤها كان مرتبطا بمجموعة من المعاهدات ومجموعة من الاتفاقيات التي كانت موقعة بين الطرفين حول يعني ضمان يعني التبعية والولاء، والمسألة مرتبطة بأتوات وضرائب إلى غير ذلك، وكأنهم يؤدون لهم مالا من أجل تجييش جيوش من أجل محاربتهم.
In 1491, the united armies of the two Christian monarchs, Queen Isabella of Castile and King Fernando of Aragon, laid siege to Granada. Muhammad XII, the Nasrid Sultan, sent a desperate request for help. But this time, there was no answer. With no sign of help appearing, the city surrendered to the Spaniards. In January 1492, the Spanish entered Granada. La Reconquista was complete.
822 عاما من الإصرار. كانوا أفرادا، أصبحوا جماعات، أصبحوا دولا، أصبحوا إمارات، فكونوا جيوشا فعادت الأندلس إليهم. أما نحن كنا العكس، كنا دولا فأصبحنا أفرادا فضاعت الأندلس.
1492 marked the end of Muslim rule in Spain. That same year, Christopher Columbus arrived back in Granada. He brought news of his discoveries to his sponsor, Queen Isabella. A new world was about to open to the Christians. While the Muslims were about to start fighting each other over an old title, the Caliph. In 1453, Istanbul, no longer called Constantinople, was made capital of the Ottoman Empire. An empire that had already made inroads into Christian Europe. But the Sultan, whose remains lay here in this mosque, had a different strategy. Selim I came to power in 1512. 5 years later, he had toppled the Mamluk dynasty in Egypt and tripled the size of the Ottoman Empire.
When the Ottomans conquer Egypt, they take over from the Mamluks. They can claim to be protectors of the holy Muslim sites, Mecca and Medina. And they, if you like, inherit the mantle of being caliphs from this shadow line of Abbasid caliphs in Cairo.
Sultan Selim işte orada diyor, halifeliği getirtiyor. Yani bildiğim kadarıyla İstanbul'a geliyor. Bazı rivayetlere göre bu halife devretti ve Kahire'ye geri döndü. Bir ikinci rivayette İstanbul'da idam edildiğine dair. 2 tane rivayet var. Bu 2 rivayetin hangisi doğru? Çünkü Osmanlı kaynaklarında bu konuda elimizde kayıt yok.
The Topkapi Palace. Legendary residence of the mighty Ottoman sultans. In 1517, the sultans awarded themselves another honored title, Caliph. Almost 9 centuries after the foundation of the Caliphate in 632, the title had slipped from the hands of Arabs and the Quraysh, the Prophet's tribe.
The Ottomans don't seem to have made a huge amount of being caliphs. And whilst they did claim the title, it was more of an honorific or something that indicated that they were first among Muslim monarchs. So the Ottomans were not initially, in the 16th, 17th or 18th century, really claiming to be universal Muslim rulers.
Yet after a slow decline of 3 centuries, the successors of these great Ottoman sultans would turn once again to the Caliphate in a desperate attempt to rescue their falling empire. Yildiz Palace, Istanbul, the residence of Sultan Abdulhamid II, who came to the throne in 1876. He was a skilled carpenter and crafted most of his own furniture. As he chiseled and planed, the carpenter sultan was contemplating the gradual loss of territories. By the late 19th century, much of the mighty Ottoman Empire was disappearing from the map.
حاول السلطان عبد الحميد إحياء الخلافة ولقب الخلافة بأسلوب مختلف عن طريق طرح فكرة الجامعة الإسلامية. السلاطين العثمانيون متى لجأوا أو حاولوا أن يلجأوا إلى إعادة وإثارة فكرة إحياء الخلافة والخليفة؟ عندما بدأت الدولة العثمانية تعاني، عندما بدأت تسقط منها كثير من البلاد.
السلطان عبد الحميد خدم الدولة العثمانية في أمور كثير. أكبر شيء سواه الخط الحديدي يلي بيطلع لغاية الحجاز، يعني للمدينة المنورة. كان بده كل الشعب العرب والإسلام يتماسكوا مع الخلافة.
But the Sultan's attempt to exploit the spiritual power